Have you ever heard the tales whispered in the high mountain villages of India? Stories of creatures so immense, they defy belief. Today, we're diving deep into one such legend, an account that speaks of a monstrous bird of prey, a giant eagle ruling the skies. Imagine this. You're a shepherd, guiding your flock through the rugged, breathtaking landscapes of the Indian Highlands. The air is thin, the sun is warm on your back, and the only sounds are the gentle bleating of sheep and the whisper of the wind. Suddenly, a shadow falls over you, a shadow so vast it blots out the sun. You look up, and there, soaring high above the majestic peaks, is an eagle. But this is no ordinary eagle. Its wingspan is enormous, stretching wider than any bird you've ever seen, a true titan of the sky. This is the scene described in an ancient, fragmented account. A lone witness, possibly a shepherd himself, watched in awe and terror as this colossal bird circled effortlessly, a master of the air currents. The story says it wasn't just a passive observer. With a sudden, terrifying dive, the eagle descended upon the flock. The calm of the mountains was shattered by a piercing shriek from the bird and the panicked cries of the sheep. The account describes the eagle attacking with brutal efficiency. Its talons, said to be as large and sharp as daggers, snatched not one, but several sheep from the ground. The sheer power required for such a feat is staggering. It lifted them into the air, as if they were mere toys, their struggles futile against its immense strength. The shepherd could only watch, helpless, as the giant predator carried his livelihood away, disappearing back into the clouds. So, what was this creature? Was it a simple story, a myth born from the fear of the unknown and the power of nature? Or could there be a grain of truth to it? Let's explore the possibilities. India is home to incredible biodiversity, including some impressive birds of prey like the Himalayan Griffon Vulture or the golden eagle. While large, none of these match the colossal size described in the tale. This leads us to the realm of mythology and cryptozoology. Could this giant eagle be related to the legendary Garuda? In Hindu and Buddhist mythology, Garuda is a divine, eagle-like king of birds, a powerful being often depicted as the mount of the god Vishnu. Garuda is a symbol of power, speed, and martial prowess. While revered as a protector, a being of such scale could certainly be a fearsome sight to a mortal. Perhaps the shepherd witnessed not a monster, but a divine entity, and his fear translated the experience into one of a predatory attack. The lines between myth and reality often blur in ancient tales, with natural events being interpreted through a spiritual lens. Another fascinating possibility takes us back in time, way back to the age of Megafauna. Could this story be a folk memory, a tale passed down through countless generations, originating from a time when giant birds actually existed? The world once hosted birds like Argentavis Magnificens, one of the largest flying birds ever known. With a wingspan that could reach up to 23 feet, or 7 meters, it was a true giant. While its fossils are found in South America, and it lived millions of years ago, it proves that birds of such immense size are not just fantasy. Is it possible that a similar, yet undiscovered, giant raptor once soared over the Indian subcontinent? Perhaps it survived into the early ages of humanity, its terrifying presence seared into the collective memory of the people who saw it, eventually becoming the legend we're examining today. These ancient accounts often serve as more than just monster stories. They are windows into the past, reflecting the relationship between humans and the natural world. For people living in harsh, remote environments, Like the high mountains, nature is both a provider and a threat. A large eagle might be a real danger to livestock, the primary source of wealth and survival. Exaggerating the size of the predator in a story serves a purpose. It acts as a cautionary tale, a lesson about the very real dangers of the wild, and a reminder to always be vigilant. It reinforces respect for the untamable power of nature. The story could also be symbolic. The eagle, a creature of the sky, often represents power, freedom, and even divinity. The sheep, grounded and vulnerable, represent the common folk or humanity. The attack could be an allegory for overwhelming forces beyond our control, be it a harsh winter, a sudden illness, or the will of the gods. These narratives helped people make sense of a world that was often unpredictable and dangerous, framing their struggles within a larger epic context. So, what are we left with? A shepherd's harrowing tale of a giant eagle over India. It could be a myth, a distorted memory of a real but smaller predator, a folk memory of a prehistoric beast, or a powerful allegory. The beauty of these old stories is that they can be all of these things at once. They challenge our perception of the world and ignite our imagination. They remind us that there are still mysteries hidden in the remote corners of our planet and in the depths of our own history. What do you think? Was this a real creature, a mythological being, or something else entirely? Let me know your theories in the comments below. These ancient stories are a shared treasure, and discussing them keeps their magic alive. Thanks for joining me on this journey into myth and mystery. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the world's greatest legends. Until next time, keep looking up. You never know what you might see.